Good morning guys, and welcome to another Beachside Saturday market update as Charlie is off the lead and running. So what a week it's been in financial markets. Things started out really bullish at the start of the week because vaccines are being rolled out. The economic recovery is really starting to get some steam. Economic data throughout the world is starting to improve, and what we saw was that a lot of businesses that have the opportunity to take advantage of increased demand and put their prices up were really starting to thrive in the stock market. So for example, airlines, hotels, rental car businesses, transport businesses, all of these types of businesses that languished before. Banks, another one, interest rates will go up. They'll put interest rates up before the central banks do. So they started to do really well. And as the economic data started to come out more and more throughout the week, and the US Federal Reserve Chairman said, look, don't worry about inflation, it'll be fine. We're not planning to put interest rates up. By Thursday, the market started to say, we don't believe you. So around rolls Thursday, and the market just has had enough of thinking that inflation is not going to rise, and the bond market starts to take off with yields on the 10-year Treasury yield rising over 1.6%. Big deal. What does that mean? Well, basically what it means is the market thinks that the US Federal Reserve and maybe even other central banks will need to put interest rates up in the next 6 to 12 months due to inflation rising. And when you consider the US federal government is going to, or the US government is going to send checks out for $1,400 to every person in the US that earns less than $150,000 who's an adult, the potential is that inflation could rise. So what we're seeing under the backdrop of an economic recovery is a market a bit nervous about the fact that it's rallied so hard in the past 9 months. I've been warning about it for at least 6 months, that we are going to see some sort of correction at some point. So we've had, let me actually fix this. I don't know if that's any better. We've had tens of millions of investors come into financial markets in the past 12 months chasing some money, getting involved in Bitcoin, SPACs, all kinds of companies. They've been stuck at home, not being able to work, some of them not having jobs, some of them can't bet on sports, so they bet on the stock market. And right now, those people are in danger because many of them use leverage, they use options, all these sorts of things. And if the market does continue to decline, as Warren Buffett often says, we're going to see who's been swimming naked when the tide goes out. But here's the interesting thing. The smart money is going to look at any opportunity with any sell-off, 10, 15, 20%, excuse me, I lost my voice this morning, as an opportunity to buy great quality companies. And I'll tell you why. Because this time last year, the economic downturn with the pandemic, there was a lot of uncertainty around the world. Nobody knew how the pandemic was going to unfold. Nobody knew that 10 million Americans would lose their jobs. There was so much uncertainty. Right now, we're heading into economic prosperity. Earnings are going to get better. The economy is going to get better. People are going to get healthier. So if we see a market cheaper, and we see great quality businesses that we here at Trading Mastery focus on a lot cheaper in the next 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks, that is screaming opportunity. And the risk, in my view, is significantly less given the uncertainty that we had last year versus the certainty, the certainty that we have this year with respect to a backdrop and a better recovery that we will see going forward. So I just want to ensure one thing. I want to ensure that you're not over leveraged. I want to make sure that you've got some money to put into the market when the time comes, because successful investors don't make a lot of money, don't make their fortunes through when markets go up. They make their fortunes through when markets fall, and they buy when things are cheap. You have to be prepared to get your wallet out when the market gets cheap. Have an awesome weekend, guys. I'll see you next week.